First of all, Louis, how does it feel to be back at Vale Park?
I'm buzzing. It's a club it's probably the only one I wanted to come back to, and thankfully we got it over the line. Took a little time in the summer, but it was all done, and I was delighted with it.
What was it that made you want to return? Obviously, there's a lot of factors: location, family, and obviously you love the club.
Yeah, it's all those things. I'm happiest when I'm enjoying my football. I'm happier at home. I think my missus said that when I was travelling all last year, I was coming back, I was tired. And then obviously it does have an impact on what you do on the pitch if you're not being the best husband and dad at home. So yeah, everything's come together, and like I said, I love playing for this club.
We done a video the other day with you and Popey. It says a lot about the friendship and chemistry you two have. How has it felt linking back up with him?
It's nice. I think it's like Beauty and the Beast. I think everyone knows who's who. But no, I love playing with Tom. I like being around him. He's one of those you can bounce off him, and it gets everyone going. I think if you have those sort of characters in your dressing room, you go far. Because I've been in a dressing room where it's quite cliquey. You don't really talk to everyone, and it's quite flat sometimes. But Tom gets everyone going, and hopefully likewise I'll do that for him as well.
You're just 2 weeks into your return at Vale Park. It's been a contrast of emotions so far. A big win on the opening day, but then a disappointing result at the weekend.
Yeah, it's absolute chalk and cheese. On the first game, we've done everything that we wanted to do. 3 goals, clean sheet, it was perfect. And then a week later, we come back to earth with a bit of a slap to our backsides. But hopefully, we can use that in our favour and realise what we don't want to feel like again coming off the pitch. And it's a big week for us with 2 games.
Obviously, it's important though not to dwell too much on the result on Saturday. It's only the start of the season, and you've still got 40+ games left remaining for the season. Yeah,
I think you can dissect everything and go too far into watching videos and blah blah blah. Obviously, there's a time and a place for that, but if you start looking at the negatives, you start clouding your mind and stuff. So I think we just have to take each game on its own, and then hopefully take the good things from both of them and try and eradicate the bad ones.
You spent plenty of time now with the squad. You had a week in Ireland to bond and get to know the new players. What have you made of the new additions and the squad?
Yeah, it's good. Like I was saying in a previous interview, there's a lot of older heads, and there's some young pups coming through, which I think you need. When the going gets tough, you're going to need the older pros that are going to steady the ship, helping the young lads out. And likewise, when the older lads are getting a bit leggy, you need that fresh young pup to go and run a defender ragged. So yeah, it's a nice mix, and hopefully that'll do as well this season. Just talking about that mixture there, you've got Lincoln tomorrow. Do you feel this squad has the ability to bounce back after a result like that? I think so. We've got everything. I think we need to go there and put that game to the back of our minds, but know that we've got a game to put it right. I think we're lucky in the fact that we only have to wait a couple of days for the game, because if you had to wait a week, we can start dwelling on things. But it's a big game, and hopefully we can impress. You've made 2 appearances so far off the bench. The gaffer even admitted himself you were unlucky not to start the opener against Cambridge. How eager are you to be in that starting 11 tomorrow? Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it if I get the nod. It's been tough, because I thought I did enough to get in the team, and the manager did pull me in, and he was almost apologetic, saying I can't play it because we're going this kind of shape, but you have been superb. So it's one of those things that you just have to get on with it, and hopefully when I do get the start, that the manager goes, well, that's why I put you in, you can stay in now. And tomorrow, obviously, you'll be wanting to take this competition very seriously and progress to the next round, because you see a lot of teams sometimes rest players, but you won't be looking to do that. You'll want to progress to the second round of this cup. I think so. I think everyone connected with the club would like that. There's a lot of money to be made in this competition, and you can get some good teams, and in the lower leagues you don't get many opportunities to play against big teams. So hopefully if we do everything right tomorrow night and get a victory, we might take us on to a bit of a run. And just finally, can you use your experience from when you were at Shrewsbury last season? You played West Ham in the FA Cup. Can you use that sort of experience for as you described, and the younger pups of the side? I think so. I think just by you can sense some lads get nervous in games, and they're it's a bit like obviously new to them. So the older ones can put their arm around them and say, all right, just relax a little bit to keep your normal game, because enthusiasm and eagerness sometimes takes over, and you can get a bad performance from that. So it's all about trying to help the young lads, and hopefully I can do that if they ask.